What's up, everybody? Roger D. Richard here with your Impact review. And man, Impact was awesome, man. I knew it was going to be good in the UK. I told y'all, every time they go in the UK, Impact is awesome. It was good. The fans was reacting to everything. The heels was getting the heat on them. The faces was getting cheered. It was good. It was a wonderful episode. Made me remember why I'm a wrestling fan. I haven't seen a good wrestling show like that in a while. So it starts off with a video package with Brooke Hogan, Bully Ray, and Hulk Hogan. I really don't care about the storyline, but obviously there's some people that care about it because they still have it going on. But basically it's about how Hulk Hogan can barely trust Bully Ray because of his past, and you know how Bully Ray was going to get married to Brooke Hogan, but Taz turned out to Bully Ray's best friend Taz, the best man of his wedding, turned his back on him when he took off his jacket and he revealed that he was an Aces and Eight, and then the Aces and Eight interrupted the wedding, so they're not married. But yeah, that's some bullshit. It's not really interesting at all to me. But we get Kazarian and Daniels out, and they're getting heat, man. The fans are booing. They're talking shit about England, and it is awesome. Good promo, talking shit, and then they said that they can beat up any English man in England. So, of course, Magnus comes out. We haven't seen him since he got the beat down from Aces and Eight. He comes out, and he says, I'm an Englishman, why don't you fight me? And that's when Daniels pushes him. So he beats the hell out of Kazarian and Daniels. He throws them out like they're nothing, like they're jobbers or something, like they're Zack Ryder or Santino Marella or some shit. But after that, he gets the mic and he's thanking all the England fans for supporting him. And they're cheering him. That's their hometown guy and all this. And he calls out Devon, because it's open fight night. He calls out Devon. He challenges Devon for the attack, And that was an awesome match. Magnus and Devon, they had a real good match. The fans, it was heat on Devon, and Magnus was getting cheers. It was action-packed. It wasn't just a squash match. They was getting all into it. It was awesome. I loved the fight, man. And I rated on a scale of 1 to 10. I gave that match a 9. The only thing I hated about it is that Magnus won by disqualification because Aces and Eight came in, tried to attack Magnus, but Magnus tossed their asses out like they ain't nothing. So apparently Magnus is a beast in England. He's like a John Cena of England or some shit. So I'm guessing he's going to be the future TNA champion. I ain't got a problem with it because the man, that was awesome to see him like that because I always see talent in him. Okay, then we get a video package of Joseph Park. It's his debut as an active wrestler on the TNA roster. And, man, I love Joseph Park. He's an awesome wrestler. He comes out, open fight night. He's finna say his challenger, but Robbie E and Robbie T come out and interrupt him, and he's like, "Oh no, I didn't choose y'all." And Robbie's talking shit about England and talking shit about Joseph Parks, and he's getting heat. The fans are all into it, no matter who it is. The fans are into it. That's what I love about wrestling. But they're booing Robbie E, and then Robbie's talking shit about England, and then there's this one part he says something about England, and then he looks at Robbie T, and Robbie T gives him this straight look like, you better shut up or I'll whoop your ass, because Robbie T is from England. And that was a funny part. But anyway, that leads to our second match, Joseph Park versus Robbie E, which was a good match, a decent match. The fans was all on Joseph Park, cheering Joseph Park, which I think Joseph Park is Abyss. It's obvious because I don't know where the hell Abyss went. So anyway, Joseph Parks hits his finisher, which is the I forgot what they called it, the jewelry slam or something like that. Jewelry slam, where he gets on the top rope and just does a big splash on somebody. And he did the big splash on Robbie E, and that was it. He won. And yeah. My boys Austin Aries and Bobby Roode come out, cut an awesome promo, talking shit about British and talking shit about the TNA roster, talking about how they have been mistreated. They're the 2 stars of the TNA, which I agree with. And they're going to go for the easiest titles, which are the tag team titles. And I'm like, yes. Because I knew, man, if they get the tag team titles, that'll keep them relevant. And that'll make the tag team titles important. Well, my bad. The tag team titles in TNA are important. And that's awesome. They're going to give Bobby Roode and Austin Aries. That just shows you how important them titles are. And that'll keep them relevant while Jeff Hardy is feuding with Daniels and Kazarian or Aces and 8 or whoever he's feuding with. And that's awesome. So that leads to an Austin Aries versus Chavo match. Austin Aries, the stipulation is if Austin Aries wins, Austin Aries and Bobby Roode are the #1 contenders for the tag team titles, which is a good match. I rated it a 9.5. It was fast paced. It had a lot of action in the match. Bobby Roode was interfering every chance he got, and it was an awesome match. And my favorite part of the match was the finish when Austin Aries did that brain buster or whatever he calls this finisher. He dropped Chavo right on his head, man. It looked so awesome. It was tight. And the fans was like, ooh. You know, that's what you're supposed to do in wrestling. You're supposed to ask yourself, you know, is it real or is it fake? You can't just say, oh, that shit's fake. You know, like WWE, oh, that shit's fake. But yeah, that was awesome. So we get another pointless video package of Hulk Hogan, Bully Ray, and Brooke about, you know, how Hogan can't trust Bully Ray and all this shit. But who cares? That's the only storyline in TNA that I do not care about. You know, it's pretty obvious because Brooke Hogan is such a, you know, she is not a good actor at all. Not a good actor at all. You can tell this is the fakest relationship ever. But anyway, that leads to Bully Ray and Brooke coming out, cutting a promo, talking about how much they love each other and shit like that, and talking about how, you know, he wants to get his father-in-law's trust, a.k.a. Hulk Hogan's trust. And he's like, well, since I can't do it, he's asking the fans, since I can't do it, should I get Sting to do it? And of course, they're like, yeah, get Sting out here. And then Sting comes out. It gets extreme, you know. The fans are chanting him, Sting, Sting, Sting. You know, they're going crazy for Sting. Of course, they go crazy for Sting anywhere, even in the dull impact zone. But anyway, they're chanting Sting, and Sting is like, I know Hulk Hogan. He's a personal friend of mine. He always does the right thing, and I'm going to get him out here. But I'm going to need the help of the crowd or whatever. And, you know, the crowd's going to go in, and he starts a Hogan chant. He's like, Hogan, Hogan, Hogan. And the fans start chanting, Hogan, Hogan. Then, of course, Hulk Hogan comes out. He's like, I put my family first, brother. Whatever I do, brother, I do the right thing, brother. I do it for the company, brother. I do it for the family, brother. He's like, since I'm such a good man, brother, Bully Ray, you're reinstated, brother. So he reinstates Bully Ray or whatever. And then he's like, well, I got a match for y'all next week, brother. And then he says it's going to be Bully Ray and Sting versus 2 members of Aces and 8 in the table match, which is awesome, man. And that's going to keep me interested to watch next week, too. But I wouldn't have mind seeing that tonight, you know. That's just too much. The show's already stacked up. So, I mean, yeah, they could put that off to next week. And yes. Dixie Carter, this news is going to change TNA forever. What Dixie Carter said, and I've been saying this, I said if Dixie Carter makes this move, they're going to kill WWE. WWE is not going to have nothing. They have decided to travel, take TNA on the road permanently, which meaning they're going to do like WWE. They're going to have shows everywhere. And that's awesome. They need that exposure. They need to get out of that impact zone. It's so dull now. The fans don't even like cheer as crazy like they used to. I mean, wouldn't you get tired of seeing the same thing over and over? I would. But they're going to be all over the world, man. And then the first place they're going to go is Chicago. That is awesome. Chicago has the best fans. You seen the Money in the Bank with CM Punk. The fans is going wild. Oh, man, that's awesome. That's awesome news. TNA's going to take over. Okay. Then we get to Velvet Sky coming out. She challenges Tara and her boyfriend. We're thinking it's a handicap match, and she's like, "No, no, wait, I got a partner myself." And here comes James Storm. So her partner's James Storm. Her partner's James Storm. They whoop ass and all. That was a pretty good match. I gave it a 10 because Velvet Sky's in it. So, you know, automatic 10 if Velvet Sky's in it. That's my baby. James Storm and Velvet Sky win. So we get a little report on Jeff Hardy's injury, and they say he's going to be okay. Of course, he's going to be back next week or whatever. Yeah, whatever. Who cares? So that leads us to the steel cage match between Mr. Anderson and Kurt Angle. Awesome match. Good match. They was using the cage a lot and all that. And then the shocking twist at the end. You know, Kurt Angle won with the ankle lock. He tapped out Mr. Anderson. Rated that match at 8. It was alright. Could have been better. But at the end, Kurt Angle, at one of the Aces and 8 members turned out to be what's his fucking name? The Jared Briscoe's son. Jared Briscoe's son, and it turned out to be Garrett Bischoff. The two young kids that Kurt Angle has been mentoring for the past, 2 months. The 2 young kids they've been shoving down our throats like they're John Cena's or something. They turned out to be Aces and 8s. I mean, I got to tell you, I was shocked. I was shocked, man. I didn't think it was going to be them. I thought it was just, I was shocked. I didn't think it was going to be them, but that turned out to be them, and they beat the hell out of Kurt Angle and stuff. Well, TNA was awesome, man. It was good. They keep it up. I'm glad they cut down on the pay-per-views so I can keep up the good Impact shows, man. Stacked up shows. That was an awesome show. Keep it up. And then they're finna be on the road. They're going to Chicago. First stop, Chicago. Wise choice, TNA. Keep it up. Keep making WWE look shitty. Roger D. Richard out.